No way, is this true? An illegal art video? Did it take 3 months? Yo, that's crazy, bro. First thing I want to do before I talk about the main thing, I was about the update itself, the jewel, the actual sunrise actually kind of good. So first thing, Kogishibo, I think he's actually pretty cool. I think the spec was well made. Entertainment's it's fine in my opinion. I think dungeons are kind of boring. That's kind of it really. I mean his mode. His mode's funny. I think his mode is worse than his base. I don't know how they did that, but yeah. I think Kogishibo is fine. Buff his mode. I think his base is fine though. Akaza, I haven't got Akaza. He seems okay. Obtainment seems fine as well. And then Hina, this spec I'll talk about in a minute. That's the main bit of this video I want to talk about. But all of that shit looks crazy, like so bad. But then the dungeon, I think dungeons are a cool idea. I do think they're a bit boring, but it's it's something new, different. It's not just go farm 20 mobs and then come back and get your spec. The main thing I want to talk about is the Hina spec, because of this spec has to be one of the most weird things that I've seen this game do, obtainment wise and the spec wise. The spec itself is so weird. So the first thing, the spec is absolutely garbage. It has no good combo solids, literally zero. All you do with the spec is you stand there and you just wait for 90 seconds to get your insane moves, well, mainly the G move. I don't know what they were thinking when making this spec. All you do is you spawn in and all your moves are on cooldown. If you play 1-on-1s, you have literal 4 things you can do, and 2 of those is M1s. And other than that, you have your Y and your R, which both are just not openers. They're not neutral. They're just combo extenders. They don't do anything else. But the only saving grace of this spec is the H and the G move. H move, you fly into the air and you stun everyone around you, and it's just 80. You just get 80 damage, free damage. It's solid move. And then the G move, again, you stun everyone around you. You do this barrage of bullets. If they're close to you, they die basically. It can do up to 280 damage on a single enemy. It can't hit mobs because they just run away. They don't get stunned. It's not very good. But other than that, any good player who's playing against you will just walk out of it because they're not hard stuck in place. Like they're stunned, but they can just walk out of it. So at most you're like 80 damage max, but then just walk away. But the main part I want to talk about is the obtainment. All you could do to get this spec was to kill the monkeys. There was no other way to get the spec. Everything else either just gives nothing or gives like basically nothing. This was the only saving grace. But and even then it still took like 20-25 minutes. In terms of like this game itself, I'll tell it's fine. But then these devs, after I made my video, 1 day later, they give nothing now. They give literal like 1 token, 0.7 of the new currency, basically nothing. Again, you're not getting a pool like farming monkeys anymore. They give nothing. All you can do now is do nothing. You shouldn't even play the game. Just don't even play the game. Like it's crazy to me that instead of buffing the drops, like they can nerf the monkeys. I understand why they wanted to nerf the monkeys because they a guaranteed spawn. What they should have done is nerf the monkeys and then made everything else give more, because you can't just remove the one way to get the spec. It was literally the only way to get the spec. There was no other way to get the spec other than killing the monkeys. Everything else either gives nothing or is literally just not worth doing. It's just not worth it. But at that moment of despair, there was one saving grace. They decided to add Roland the Goat, and they made him give 60 of the gems. Just so you know, one single pull is 120. So if you wanted to do one 10 pull, you would need to kill 20 Rolands, but luckily the Goats at Sakura Stand Devs team, the geniuses decided this just isn't enough. We need to reward our players for the time. Let's give them 2 pulls now.
I've been moving calm, don't start no trouble with me.
Instead of half a pool. They're so smart, but honestly, these are the smartest human beings on earth. I don't know who's smarter than these guys. Like, they're just so smart. So this boss, which I'm not going to explain why this boss should give probably 10, 15 pulls. It's crazy. I can't believe they decide that this is acceptable. It's so dumb. I mean, they did a daily quest which gives like a 60, I'm pretty sure. Literally nothing. Again, you're not doing daily. I don't think I've seen a single person do dailies probably for like I don't know, like a year. I've seen like no one do dailies. No one does dailies. There's basically no way to hit a spec. If you want to hit a spec, don't. It's not worth it. You're not getting a spec. There's literally no good way to hit a spec. But you're actually so dumb in the brain, but they think this is worth it. It's crazy to me. Yeah, that's basically it. There's nothing more I want to talk about. If there's a dev watching this video, you need to increase the rates. I can't believe you decide to nerf the rates of the only way to get it. It was literally the saving grace. It was the only way to hit the spec. Thanks for watching the video. Enjoy your day. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, goodbye.
We're gonna be fighting Caprisun.